How's the fishing this morning?
Oh, a little slow.
A little slow?
Yeah, a couple of smallies.
I like the way you're fishing. You fish like I do.
Huh?
Got the camera ready?
Well, they're jumping all over the place.
Oh, okay.
So I actually switched to a frog and
Nothing.
But they're jumping all over the place. But
Yeah, you got some nice eddies out there too.
yes, you can tell. I mean, about 25 feet. Because when the frog's out there, anything up past like I suppose about 30, 35 feet moves this way.
Right.
As soon as you hop it in closer, start going down.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a good play. We carp fish here and then down under the 35.
Okay. Yep.
Catch carp up to 20 pounders.
Nice.
And the guy with the biggest carp of the year is the president.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Get a little notoriety anyway.
Do you know where? I think it's called Cargill.
Yeah.
In Shakopee. That's where I normally, because I'm from Bloomington.
Okay.
So I just hop on the other side.
I think if I'm not mistaken, that's kind of a, let's call it a semi-private road you got to go down to get.
Yes,
to that
you actually have to go on to an ask. But
yeah.
if you just go and ask, the only thing they'll say is put out your fires and don't fish on the side because it creates a miserable work space for them.
Sure.
Because they got to work there all week.
And bring your beer bottles and cans with you. Right?
Yep. So, but no, if you just go in there and ask, at any of them, I usually go to the second stop away from the railroad tracks.
Yeah.
And just ask. There's a small shop there. Go in there and ask, and usually just say, yeah, just kind of mind your P's and Q's, and
sure.
We don't mind that you fish our banks at all.
I'm sure they respect the people that ask more than the ones that just push through, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, but yes, they're huge because of all the grain silo dumpage, over all the spillage.
Yeah,
so,
and that would be quote legal for me. Anywhere in the river is okay as long as you don't catch it from a boat.
Right,
So,
right.
Yeah.
Seriously, you just go ask. They're more than willing to just say, yeah, go ahead. Just kind of.
Okay.
Yep.
That's it. Good.
The biggest thing is don't fish on the side.
See, it pays to stop and talk to people.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. That's where I normally go, but I mean, here the fishing's always so great because of the catch and release. So
yeah.
It's.
Then you got a slip sinker on there.
Yes.
That's the way I fish too.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's I mean, I go really light because I'm basically just retrieving it. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, and then that way the fish don't feel that much of a tug behind the bait either.
Nope. It's kind of keeps kind of a more lively action.
I'm multicultural, so to speak, but I tell my friends I'm gay fishing. I got my limp line on.
Right?
Because I throw my line out and just let it slack, and
Yep.
when it tightens up, I watch it a little bit, look for the twitches.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
No, I mean I do the the ledgering for when I am doing for the carp, but when I'm trying to go for like walleyes or smallmouth, it's usually something. There's a lot of times where I'll just put like just a split shot.
Sure. About 18 inches up or.
Yep. And just if I can get it to land on the ground, great. But normally I just give it a 4-second fall and give it a twitch and a 4-second fall.
So depending how you follow the rules in life, some rules are meant to be broken, right? So my barber tells me you go up to that point there and around the corner you walk up to a chain link fence. Yeah. But up there he catches walleye.
Yes.
And then there's no one up there, so he fillets them out and brings them home with him and puts them way down the bottom of his duffel bag under the cardboard piece there and smuggles them out.
Right. There is a spot up there where it's the first break, and that is usually where I catch my walleye.
Okay.
Yeah. Right on the first break there. It's right by that fence.
Yeah.
It's over the bridge. You know where that bridge is?
Yeah.
And then it's down a little ways, but it's right by I'd say probably maybe 75 feet from it.
Okay.
On there. There's it's probably coming around, the water's pretty fast coming around there, but right there it breaks.
They like to hang there?
Yeah, right there.
Nice.
There's not really too much size to them. They're 10s and footers and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, I'm an honest guy. You want to know my truth? I've never caught a walleye in Minnesota.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? But it's kind of hard down here because it's such a, you know, they usually like that slow retrieve. So I mean,
Yeah.
and there's so many hidden rocks where you.
Oh, I know. It's terrible
You
because
know.
you think you're getting a hit and you're just touching the top of a rock.
Yep. You know, I've learned to give it a minute or two and kind of give it a pop. But I mean, the retrieve. I mean, like the retrieve is, I don't know.
Okay.
Although I lose 75% of my years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is all rock along this curve here so that it doesn't erode out.
Yep.
They put all the rock in there.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, see, there's another one just jumped down there. See,
Yeah.
they're popping all over the place.
Cool. Fun
I
coming down
did start
here
over. I did start over there,
Uh-huh.
and didn't have any luck. You know what I mean?
I've never seen people catch fish on this side of the ramp. It's
Really?
always up this way.
Seeing they're all over. That's why I switched over here, turned on the camera,
Yeah.
tried hopping the frog for a little bit. The ones I did catch was on a double twisted tail.
Okay.
Yep, a VMC Moon Eye with a double twisted tail.
I saw this.
I should have gone back to it.
I saw this guy about 20 years older than me with a. You ever hear of a Bassarino? It's a plug, white on the front, red on the back, and then it has let's call it open jaws in the front of the plug, so it wobbles back and forth.
Oh, okay, it's kind of like a popper.
Yeah, he'd throw that thing out as far as he could. Let it splash. Just keep retrieving it in. And then when he got out to the eddies there, he just let it sit. And as it came around, it would hit this current and then go this way.
Yep.
And then, he'd just watch it, and pike would come up and get
I
it.
caught one pike a couple weeks ago. It wasn't very big. It was like a foot, and it was kind of a cool color. It had kind of like a pearliness to it. Oh, yeah, it was pretty cool.
Lighter.
Yeah, it was like I said. It was like probably not even a foot.
Uh-huh.
It was pretty small.
You can catch any species you want out of this.
Yep. There's so much down in that first that breakdown I was telling you about. Caught the first time was a quillback carp.
Oh yeah.
I had to look it up to make sure that I'm supposed to release it or something. Because I know there's an invasive species or something that you're supposed to. You're supposed to get
the grass carp. Yeah.
Yeah, you're supposed to actually call the DNR and stuff like that.
They got a really small mouth.
Do they?
Yeah.
I actually didn't know, and so I actually photographed it on Google, and then Google popped up quillback carp. It's
Do you have a
actually pretty
scale
cool.
with you? Because the state record on a quillback is only like 7 pounds.
I think, yeah, I do have a scale.
So, you might be able to break the record. I got a friend that broke the record.
Did you?
Yeah, around the corner here at Crosby Park with a quillback.
Crosby?
Yeah.
I'm not sure where that is.
Okay, well that's drive down the parkway here, and just before let's see, the parkway turns into Shepherd Road.
Oh, okay.
And then if you take that first exit there and go down to the marina and keep going, there's a park right there.
Oh, okay.
You can fish all along that river.
Oh, man, I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, and
I didn't know about
that's
that.
softer ground, so you don't have to deal with a lot of these rocks.
Yeah.
That's why we
That's
fish.
what I'm saying.
We're lazy fishermen. We
Right.
want to keep our rig. We don't want to keep tying them up. So.
Yeah. I've gone through probably about $7 worth of those. I think they're like $279, 280 something with tax. The Johnsons, and they're already pre-rigged. They're like swim baits. The
Yeah.
the boot tail and stuff.
Oh, it's good fun.
Yeah.
I just came down here to start my day the right way.
Right?
Yeah, relaxing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yesterday, a guy pissed me off on the way down here, so I just said, I'm not even coming down. He's got me in the wrong mood. So,
Oh man, that's too
a
bad.
guy, one of those old police vehicles, we call them hillbilly Cadillacs. No exhaust on it. Trying to get down Lake Street to get to work, and he's late. And I mean, 2 lanes of traffic. He's trying to pass people, and there's oncoming traffic, and just causing chaos. And then he got next to me, and he goes, "You fucker and your slow fucking sob." I go, "It's my wife's car." And he started swearing at me, and I go, "Well, sounds like you're in a hurry to get to work. I don't have to work today. You have fun all jazzed up when you get there." And oh, fuck you.
Man.
I go, life's too short. Settle down.
Right? Sure
Yeah.
is.
But hey, there goes an eagle. I'm
Oh,
afraid
yeah.
to make a phone call today. I had a hawk land in a tree up above. I believe in signs. I think my brother and sister-in-law passed yesterday, and she came to visit on her way out.
Oh man, that's
So I'm afraid to make the call. You know what I mean?
right.
Yeah.
Right.
But
That's too bad. I'm sorry to hear that.
it is what it is. You know, it's part of life.
Right.
She got cheated. She fell down the stairs and got a severe. She crushed her skull.
Oh,
So they got her in a coma right now, trying to heal her. So, life's not fair.
She pulls through, man.
I've been dead once. That's why I'm so damn happy.
Really? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Holy cow, man.
I had 14,000 volts go through me 2 weeks after I graduated in '71.
Really?
Putting up an antenna because I was too smart for my own good.
Oh.
I was into a ham radio and stuff.
Uh-huh.
The wire touched the high power line, and all I heard was between my ears.
Yep.
About that noise. Next thing I knew, it wasn't this beautiful day. It was a pink light, and I was going down this kind of tunnel towards the beautiful pink light, towards the calmness. And I went, wait a minute. It was just a beautiful hot day. I can't be here.
Right.
And the hardest, you've taken a test in high school where you had to really, those 100 questions, and you're just putting everything into it. I worked harder than that to turn around and come back. And my brother said I convulsed for about 30 seconds and then went limp, and they thought for sure I was dead.
Right, with that many volts.
And then
You should write a book, man. I'm
Then
telling you, you should write a book.
I opened my eyes and I couldn't see, but I could smell my burned flesh, and then all of a sudden my sense of feeling came back, and I was in pain, and my eyesight went from a little tiny pinhole and came back. Just the opposite of the Grandpa's old TV that went this way.
Yes, yep.
Yeah. So,
man, like I said, you should write a book, man.
Oh,
that experience.
That's the least of the. I've done so many things, and I should be in prison.
Oh man.
I kidnapped a man once for trying to murder my wife.
Really?
Yeah, before I met her, he tried to murder her 3 times, and then he came to town stalking her.
Really? Man, you really have a life.
And I'm a nice guy, but boy, you ever heard of the Berserkers? They're Norwegian back in like the really early Viking days. The Berserkers were Norwegians that would just come in and rape, pillage, kill, and burn, and nothing would live. I'm half Norwegian, and the Berserker comes out in me when I fucks up with a woman.
Oh yeah.
And so my wife and I are at a liquor store getting a bottle of wine. We're going to head out of town the next day. And all of a sudden, she ripped the carpet up on her side and tried crawling under it. What are you doing? I'm trying to hide from Ken. The only Ken I registered in my mind was the bad Ken. And I looked up and I saw this guy walking by in front of the car. He didn't know we were there, but he had this crazed look in his eye. And I went, really? You think that's Ken? Yep. I know, I can't move. And I said, you just sit right here. So I got out of the car and I followed him to Rainbow Foods in Uptown. And he did his shopping. And I used to do security at a grocery store, so I knew how to follow people.
Right.
And I got right behind him in line, and when he was going to pay, I'm looking, see if I can see the name Ken or his last name on his wallet. Yep. Just as I saw his name, he looked at me and turned white. I went, oh, Ken, you recognize me. I just want to introduce myself. I'm Bruce.
Right.
He took off without his groceries and ran out of there, and then I followed him 3 blocks to his apartment, and the next morning I grabbed my wife's weapon and met him at his front door.
Damn, dude.
Tried to get him off his feet with the weapon under his chin.
Right.
Well, little did I know I was in such a rage I never put a clip in her gun.
Oh, right.
So I got caught on when I got home putting it away. What a dumb fuck. That flips the next door down.
Yeah.
What were you doing? Well,
Love's a crazy thing.
I don't
Makes you
think
do some crazy
hopefully
stuff.
Ken won't bother you anymore. But in between those 2 points, I had made a phone call. My friend 60 miles south got out his tractor and dug a 6-foot hole. I drove him down there in the trunk of my car and showed him the hole.
Hell yeah.
And
Then he switched his tune.
And the farmer guy was a friend of my wife's and his, so he knew things were very serious. furious at that point. And he shit and pissed himself while it was in my trunk.
I would imagine.
And then I drove him back, parked in the alley, opened the trunk, and I said, well, you got 24 hours to leave town, or I'm coming to get you. So he left town. He left town, went back to Colorado. And then I found out I should be arrested for kidnapping. And I had a weapon, so that ups the charges.
Yeah.
But I asked her to marry me 4 days later because I knew I loved her if I did shit like that.
Right. You're pretty much all in at that point.
Yeah, but I don't know. It bothered me for so many years. So I find it's healing to tell people how you fucked up in life, instead of keeping it a secret.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you'll learn something from me, like don't do it.
Right.
But I'm sure you've done some crazy shit in your life.
Not really.
No?
No.
Yeah, dude. Sometimes I wish I was as lucky as you.
This guy gotta keep a level head about stuff.
In high school, I was shot at by a guy with a shotgun because I cut through the corner of his farm. Used to shoot pool down at Moby Dick's in Minneapolis. That was the roughest bar on Hennepin and 6th in the whole 5-county area. It was owned by policemen, but it was pretty wild. So I learned how to take care of myself there. Mainly, you just use words. Don't use your fists.
Right.
Your hands hurt when you're done.
Right.
Hey, I'm sorry, man. Yeah. But yeah, I used to bring 10,000 hits of amphetamines out to Colorado. I'd buy them for 5 cents a piece and sell them for 25 cents a piece out there.
Amphetamines?
Yeah.
Like meth?
Speed. One level below meth. Then I got into
you should probably...
believe it or not, I quit meth on my own without help.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's
There's
good.
only one way to stop something, and that's to make yourself feel guilty.
Right.
Every time. So if I had a cup of coffee, I felt energy from the coffee, made myself feel guilty. I was trying to go fast again.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
This shit, I'd be up for 48 hours doing that meth shit. Then we'd have to sleep 18 to 20 hours to catch up. That's bad stuff.
It is bad stuff.
I've got a few people off of it. I swear I can walk up to somebody and tell if they're doing meth or not just by the look. There's a certain look they get. And then after they've been in it for like 3 months, then their face starts showing it too. The complexion and stuff. So you've probably seen a few people like that.
Yeah, I try to stay away from them though.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. Well, usually
they got their own problems, and
and then
I don't want their problems to come back.
They've spent all their money on their product, so then you got to worry about your own belongings. You might find something missing from your house. That happened to my wife's friend.
I try not to bring people like that towards
my
house.
She didn't know her husband was doing it at lunchtime, and then all of a sudden, spring came along. They wanted to put the air conditioner in the windows, and she went in the garage. They're both gone. And then 3 weeks later, the bicycle was gone out of there, and things kept disappearing. Well, he was hawking stuff out of the house to get
Hawking?
Yeah, going to or pawning.
Oh,
yeah. We call it back in the day. I probably got 30 years on you. We call it a hawk shop. Hawk. H-O-C-K instead of a pawn shop.
Pawn shop.
Yeah. Oh, it's definitely not the DNI.
No, he shoved off. I'm gonna keep pushing here.
All right, you have a good day.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a pretty fancy motor for that boat.
Yeah.
You must really cruise with that. You must go pretty fast with that flat bottom of that motor.
It gets ripping. I think that dog over there can beat it though.